So this chapter's more going to be about the community. Jeremy's one of the leading members of the community, so you get a general overview that there's something wrong. I think with each chapter you learn more about the people and the environments and what's going on, really.
So it's kind of the foundation of what this is going to be about, and now we're going to learn the inner details.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Everyone's more stories to build the bigger picture.
Yeah.
But I get the game.
There's nothing else to say. We might as well stop playing now.
That's
No,
it, yeah.
Just to help with immersion, George actually has got a cup of tea.
Yep, it's an early Wednesday morning in April still.
Yeah.
April
Nice. 18th.
Spring morning.
Actually, something
Sun is out, I've got my tea. We're all good.
Something I'm interested in your perspective on is who we're actually controlling or what we're controlling. Because if you look down, if we have no legs,
No shadow.
no shadow. Oh, didn't even notice that. Good spot. Didn't even notice that. Who we're actually playing.
I would like to say it's just a camera. It's you.
But the light is showing us something.
Like, we're not actually a character in the game, I don't think, but it's just us. Kind of you just exploring this area.
Maybe. We'll see a little bit later because there's evidence to support different theories.
Okay. I haven't seen that much of it yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Ugh. Get seasick if you do that too long.
I think there's something around here to learn.
How to make a patio?
Bloody nice patio. You can see where the game's stuttering a bit, can't you?
Yeah. I was thinking about this yesterday, I remember I forgot to say it. Do you think this would run better on the PS4 Pro, or is it just literally the game?
It's the game. It's not nothing. It's nothing to do with the actual system.
You do look ever so drawn this morning.
That bloody dog kept me awake. And there was that thing in the sky. The radio says it was an electrical storm, but I don't know what
Better
it
get
was.
out of Wendy's way.
This morning, I found some dead birds in the garden.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I
I
hate
wonder
them.
if it might have
Where
had
the fuck
something to
did
do
Dr.
with
Wade
the
come from?
atmospheric conditions.
Why, Stephen will probably know. I'll give him a call in a bit.
Yeah, look at
Wendy,
that. You see
I've popped around because we've had some incidents with some of the more elderly residents. Mrs. Boughton has, well, vanished, for want of a better
You might
word.
notice in
Wandered
the
off
first
somewhere, no doubt.
chapter
I thought I'd best check
that when
and
they
see
were on the
you're
road, they
right.
talked
council
about
are
Mrs.
talking about
Boughton
a flu epidemic.
walking
Yes,
outside
well,
the
I'm sure
porch
it's
and
flu
they couldn't find her.
such.
So
But,
they're basically
no
going to Wendy
headaches,
now to ask her if she's
nosebleeds,
okay.
no joint pains or digestive
Something we
issues.
missed in the first
Dr.
chapter is
Wade,
that
I'm
Dr.
as
Wade
fit
has
as a
been
fiddle.
experiencing these headaches
Go and find
and
some real
nosebleeds.
sick people to look
Right.
after.
So it's affecting everybody.
And if
it's not
you
just
see
old
that
people.
son of mine, tell him that his mother's looking for him.
Not just going for the elderly yet.
And another element there that's brought up about Wendy is that she noticed the birds were dying. If we look around, you
Yeah.
can see she has notices a Bible there as well.
The more crap version of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find.
So she's clearly a bird watcher, so that's important because she, besides being a huge gossip, she's going to know when something's wrong with the birds.
Yeah.
And
Brings another aspect to it.
also, related to that, have you noticed that there's no wildlife?
Yeah, true.
I mean, there's birds singing in the air,
But you can't see any.
but you can't actually see any wildlife, which is a bit creepy.
There's nothing.
So let's go to our next one. I think out of all my all the characters, Wendy's the one that I relate to least. I think Frank's the one that I relate to most. We'll see him next chapter, but
Okay.
I find myself drawn to Frank more than all of them. And probably Jeremy as well, because Jeremy's just the thing with Jeremy is the situation with him is just so out of his control, and he can't do anything about it. He's basically watching shit happen. He can't help anybody.
Going away, Amanda?
Oh, just for a few days, yeah. First thing in the morning. I don't want the kids to catch this flu if it's going round.
It's probably that father, Jeremy, spreading it around while he tries to bully everyone into donations for the summer fete.
Seems very quiet in the village, actually, Wendy. Not much bullying to be done.
Oh, father, I didn't know you were here.
It's Jeremy again.
Listen, I came up here to tell Amanda that we've had some vandalism in the village. Must be a teenage thing. Tagging, I think they call it. Someone's painting all over doors.
Now, this actually takes place before the
Little
scene earlier
vandals.
with Stephen.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell
They
Neil to
figured
make sure
out
we're properly
somebody's
locked up
doing the
when we go.
vandalising. They'll find out later
A
it was
good
Stephen
man
doing it.
like my Eddie.
Right.
Gone.
Okay.
And these thugs and yops running around defacing property.
Now, that's
He
important
gave
as well.
everything to
Eddie
his
is her
country,
husband,
and look
who's
what he
Stephen's
got in
father.
return,
He's
nothing
passed
but
away
an
before
early
this
death.
game
He
happens.
had a good life.
Um,
He had a short life.
It's
I look to my
important for her
birds, Father.
character because now she's obsessed with the
Lives
birds because she
lived
needs
unimpeded,
something to
free
think
and
about.
simple.
Yeah.
That's as God meant things to be.
I don't know if I mentioned before Wendy is well known throughout the village. I don't know if she's well liked. It's clear she's a bit two-faced because she's insulted Jeremy and then was nice to him.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like interesting nuances here, and I think that's something that I think the game just does pretty well, is captures some nuances of the human condition. And that sounds so pretentious, but I will elaborate. Even in this little village, people have personalities and they're more than one-dimensional. Stephen is a dick, but as we'll learn later, he is kind of a noble dick, but also still kind of a dick. Kate is probably the blandest of all the characters, but she still feels like an outsider in this little English town.
Yeah.
Oh. Christ, you can tell it's the 80s.
You kill a man.
The Haverton substation before we cut the lines. The interchange there just started dialing numbers at random.
And the symptoms you're seeing match those we've been tracking here?
Sickness, headaches, nosebleeds, eventual hemorrhage, then just light, whatever the hell that means.
Then we've got to stop it before it finds another way out of the valley. Clive, you've got to order a strike.
What?
An airstrike. We have to kill it.
No, I don't agree. We've quarantined the valley, we've cut the lines, it's contained.
What if you're wrong? Are you happy to have that on your conscience?
Stephen, I said it's contained.
Now, we see there a little bit that Clive is not as bloodthirsty as he was perhaps made out to be in the first conversation between him and Stephen that we heard. He clearly doesn't want to order the airstrike. I think we can fairly assume that he's probably got someone here that he cares about.
Yeah.
And Stephen is willing to do whatever it takes to get rid of whatever it is, because we don't know what it is specifically. Oh, level 5.
Hello?
Convenient.
Frank Appleton. Breaker lost cowboy, this is Travelling Sherlock. You copy, over. You daft bugger, Charlie. You don't do it when you're using the phone. You'd say this too seriously, Appleton, I'm telling you. It is serious. It's not larking about. You be listening to your number stations again, Frankie. It's not funny. It's serious stuff, and you should mind it. Now then, I'm assuming this is about a pint. I am going to the Whistler. My round, I think. I'll not argue with that. Frank, have you seen the sky? It's amazing. Don't think I've ever seen anything like it. I didn't realise we were off to a poetry recital as well, Charlie.
Now that conversation was quite important. I don't know if you noticed a little detail there. Remember, Frank is Stephen's uncle.
Right.
And his name was Frank Appleton. Stephen has changed his name to Stephen Appleton.
Very cold this morning. Said there was a problem with Harvey. Said he couldn't get through to the vet, so I said I'd come round and take a look.
There's a lot of dead birds today. More here, too, poor little things. I've been trying to get hold of Stephen. He always knows what to do.
Got round here and no sign of either of them.
With any luck, the stupid creature will have run under a car. It's probably rabies.
So it's not just the birds, it's also dogs. It's making dogs a bit crazy. As I pointed out, some dead birds over here. Dinner. See if we can go in here.
Looks like it.
Damn it, I'm used to breaking into people's houses. I mean, it's hot. Oh. Poor Harvey.
Shame.
I think we missed a conversation earlier in the forest where Harvey had gone missing anyway.
Okay.
So, let's see what else we can find. Wendy's fucking everywhere.
It's about that.
I
I don't think it's quite supposed to do that.
Is that fake?
Fucking hell. Have a look on the other side. Just doesn't look right.
No, let's just... We're breaking the immersion.
Suppose we've held it obsessed as well.
can't really see what that is. I know it's a bird. Oh, it's a pigeon.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no, sorry. This is the conversation with Harvey. This is where it is.
Harvey!
There you go.
Ah,
Harvey, come on, boy.
Come on, Harvey.
Come on, Harvey. Come on, boy.
Harvey.
Harvey!
So I don't know that much about Terry and June. They're kind of background characters for the most part. It's more Harvey that's important because Harvey's clearly spooked by something.
Just push it. Push the bloody thing.
You push it. I told you it would get stuck.
Should have just taken the car. This was a stupid idea.
Moving here was a stupid idea, and I told you. Barbara said they blocked the roads. You go and look then.
Wait, is that Harvey? Harvey? Harvey!
Harvey! Here, boy! Come here, boy!
They sound quite posh.
Yeah, definitely.
I think they might have moved here to get away from the big city, perhaps.
Something like that.
I love the music here. It's very peaceful. Now, something that I find quite interesting is probably won't notice it until Frank's one, but the ball of light is behaving differently from the first chapter. It seems to reflect the person that you follow. With Jeremy, it was very calm, and then towards the end, it got very erratic. Over here.
Wendy, I'm married. You have to stop this.
He's still sweet on you, Elizabeth.
He left. It's too late.
You loved each other long before she came along. It's just about making things as they should be.
Wendy, no.
It's not like you won't bump into each other anyway. One drink, what can that hurt?
One drink, maybe.
Oh, one drink, wonderful.
This scene's also, a lot of these scenes, in Wendy's one, are important for setting other characters up. That one was particularly important. That was Lizzie, who is Stephen's ex-girlfriend and is married to someone else. It's an unhappy marriage, as you can probably hear by Wendy. Wendy's basically trying to get Stephen and Lizzie back together. She's playing the annoying Cupid. So Kate is married to Stephen, but as we heard, there's clearly problems between them. It seems less like a loving relationship and more like one based on respect. They're both scientists.
Right, yeah.
So it doesn't seem like there's any actual love there. Oh.
Phone call from Stephen. He wants to shut down the receiver. Something about instances across the valley.
More bloody tissues.
There's intermittent electrostatic discharges radiating out of Tower 6. All of the electrics on the main gate are blown. I'll find time to take a look once the data stream begins to calm down here.
She's pretty much isolated in that tower. So a lot of she's kind of shielded from a lot of the stuff that's going on about here. You know, relationships breaking down, Stephen going absolutely fucking mental.
Yeah, it's very all to herself.
Exactly, it's very cut off.
I can't see him. Should we go down?
Just leave it. We've got to keep moving.
Sean! We can't just leave him. He must be really badly hurt.
Jesus, Diana, we've got the kid in the car. We should just
Right,
keep
this is
driving.
dark
Can't
as
just
fuck,
drive
this
off
bit.
Look! He's there. He's in the car.
Can you hear what's in that car?
Oh, he's hurt. We gotta get down there.
I said, leave him.
Yeah, lovely.
We've got to get out of the valley while we can.
Oh my god, he's trying to undo his seatbelt.
There we are. He's fine then. Come on, love. Come on. Come on.
Now, Terry and June, that couple we saw earlier with Harvey, I think that's their son or daughter. I can't really remember, but Sean and Diana?
Or Diane, I think, yeah, one of them.
They've just left that baby there. I don't think there's anything in that car, so there's no point going down there.
Okay.
Actually, let's have a look quick, might as well. Robert Graves, we saw him earlier. It looks like it rolled down I don't understand how he got that log through there.
It must have been something in the back. Oh no, it can't be just a crane.
Get back up the bloody cliff like that.
There's all these logs and bits of crap on the floor, so they must have flicked up. I don't know.
The track seemed to end at a start there, so it must have hit a tree or something on the way down.
There's lots of skid marks on the road.
Way.
Grief, Wendy, you'll catch your death.
They're all dead, Father. All of my birds.
Here. Take my jacket.
It's so nuts.
I tried to be a good woman. A Christian woman. But I've been proud.
Just as the Lord forgave you, so also should you. What matters is we try our best. God sees that. Come back to the village with me.
I'm not so far from Stevens now. I need to find my son. It's what Eddie would have done.
Yes. I suppose it is. I'll say a prayer for you.
Thank you, Father. She loved you, you know, Mary. You helped her. I'm sorry if I judged you harshly.
It doesn't matter now. It's late. You should find a place to sleep. I'm sure when the sun comes up, everything will seem better.
Right, that's Jeremy's last scene for the one we just saw him in.
Okay.
So he's just trying to comfort Wendy, basically, who I think we can tell what's going to happen. But that conversation also implies that Mary, Frank's wife, who's Wendy's sister-in-law, Jeremy maybe helped to euthanize her.
Okay.
So what she said earlier about Jeremy being quite horrible, she's changed her opinion now. And I think Stephen might have had something to do with it as well. Let's go up here. Oh dear.
Yep, we're definitely in Britain. Train's not going.
Howard, what's happened?
Stephen, thank God. Listen, I need you to get to the junction box, see if there's a phone working. No, stay back, don't come up here!
Oh, Christ. Is that... Bloody idiot! Where the hell did they think they were going?
I think they must have thought they could walk out along the line.
Well, there won't be any more trains now.
You're a callous bastard, Stephen.
Just pragmatic, Howard. Did you say there's a working phone in the junction box?
Now it looks like someone tried to walk along the track and was hit by the train. There's a shoe there. It looks like someone's tried to sleep on the tracks as well.
Yeah, something or other.
Stephen's looking like a bit of a bastard, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think in a way, I don't know, it's up to us whether Stephen is justified in what he's saying, because he is being pragmatic, maybe not evil. We can decide later on when we actually get to Stephen's chapter. All I'll say is I think the characters are all really well rounded, for the most part. Like I said, I find Kate a little bland. I don't know. I don't know if you will. We'll have to see.
I lost my shoes.
I lost my shoes, sir. There's arches on the green. They've taken my shoes, sir.
Howard? Howard Lantham! You open the door this instant, young man.
I lost my shoes.
Now get up. Get up.
I lost my shoes.
What on earth are you doing here, Howard?
Stephen. He told me to stay in case Lizzie phoned.
Stephen, where is he?
What are you doing with those birds?
Concentrate, Howard. Where's Stephen?
He said we couldn't help them. He took my shoes so I'd stay.
Listen to me, Howard Lantham. You find your shoes and you get to the village. Find Father Jeremy. He'll give you some soup or something. Be off with you.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna find my son. Then I'm gonna ask him what on earth he thinks he's doing.
So it looks like Wendy's found out, or it was kind of aware the whole time, that Stephen is acting a bit weird.
Yeah.
And so she's going to go find him. I think we should too. It's been interesting little tidbits up there. I don't know how Stephen managed to get Howard's shoes, by the way. It's a bit weird.
It's a bit different, yeah.
I want a chapter dedicated to the tickle fight that must have happened to get Howard's shoes off. He's like, ooh, ticklish! No, Stephen!
Stop it!
I'm a married man. Is that barbell? Nice. It's a proper man cave in here.
Rachel, darling, I'm sorry about taping over your music, but that is your dad and I, in case you come home. I mean, I know Mrs. Graves is looking after you over there, but just in case you come home, we wanted to let you know we're going to head over to Barb's.
Evie! Evie!
Sam, I'm leaving a message for Rachel. Are you going to say hello?
Jesus Christ, Evie, we ain't got time for this. The bloody car won't start. We're going to have to walk.
Sam, shush, it's for Rachel in case she comes back here.
But Charlie says everyone's getting together at the hall. Rachel's at the camp. She'll be fine.
Rachel, darling, anyway, listen, as I was saying, we're going to be at the village hall. We'll wait there for you. I think it's best if you just stay put and mind what Mrs. Graves tells you. We love you, darling. Bye.
You finished? Right, grab that bloody case and let's get moving. Come on.
Now, I don't know who this man cave's for, but,
Bit gay.
I'm not saying a word, mate. Why does everyone lock their doors?
Girls, I don't want to be safe.
Bastards. Absolute bastards. I think that's... might be where that car came from. No. Does that look familiar to you?
Same thing as the start.
I meant the image on the TV.
Oh. Right.
Do you recognise it? If not, it doesn't really
The
matter.
observatory thing, isn't it?
It is indeed. Now, I wonder why it could have been showing us that. Let's go upstairs. Now, this is actually Stephen's house. So, let's have a look around.
Wendy.
Sorry, no, this is not
Eddie.
Steve. Oh, no, hang on.
Is that you?
No, it's me. It's Frank.
Oh, Frank.
No, this isn't
The
Stephen's
door
house.
was open. I didn't think Graham would mind.
I'm sure he won't. What are you doing here?
Looking for Stephen, but I just ran out of steam. And the door was open. Have you listened to the radio? I thought I heard him on the radio before.
All over the valley. Don't you get that? This isn't some abstract thing. Whatever came down into the tower has got out. They've quarantined the whole valley.
It's right here in the observatory.
It's out in the world. It's adapting and spreading. Do you understand?
No, we can't turn it away.
What's he talking about?
I dunno ken. But if he's on the radio, I can try and reach him on the CB. You go to Stephen's house, and if I get hold of him, I'll tell him to come and find you.
Right. So Wendy just broke into someone's house, so she's not only about as good as Stephen. Hang on, do they have a picture of their own house? They bloody do. How lazy are you?
This is my art.
Is that in here? I really hope it is.
They'd probably find it in another house.
You know what? I don't like the way this family treat their paintings. Why are you going to waste your electricity? Fuck the police. Turns out there's police just here. Yeah. Oh shit! That's what Stephen's house up there.
Do a moderately fast walk down the road away from them.
I'm trying, but it won't let me go any faster.
Come on, you stupid bastard.
George,
stop point. Well, it's not going to roll that fucking far, is it?
Jesus. Yeah, but even a little bit will get enough to get the engine moving. Anyway, this is not time for car mechanics.
Come on, you bastard. Start, you bastard. Come on.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say none of the electronics are working, besides the TV, weirdly enough, and the phone lines. Let's go to Stephen's house.
Stephen?
It's the end of Wendy's chapter.
That was quick.
27 minutes. By the way, I just want to point out that looks very similar to the butterfly effect. The butterfly symbol. Don't say the butterfly effect.
Are you here? It's your mother. Answer me. Stephen!
She's upstairs.
Okay. Sounds like it's getting closer.
Don't say that. Sounds really spoopy.
I thought it was, but now I'm not so sure. This room looks promising.
What have you done, Stephen? Oh, Kate.
There must be a logic to the pattern. It's shifting in response to me. It's alive. It's the only explanation.
Okay, so the pattern, something that came into the observatory, is apparently alive, and Stephen and Kate discovered it, whatever it is, we don't know yet, and it looks like it went through the phone lines to escape the observatory and started killing people. It looks like that's what's happened, but we'll discover more.
Coming soon.
We're nearly at the end of Wendy's chapter now. Shut the fucking door on me.
Stephen, where's Kate? Are you here?
I'm never gonna get that, I guess.
It's a shame you can't see this.
Building up suspense, mate. I would like to point out before we do that there's loads of dead birds around here and Wendy's thing. Work for me!
That's it. There we go.
Stephen? I can hear the planes. It's the government coming to rescue us. You can come out now. It's all gonna be all right. I can hear the jets coming. It's like when Eddie came home. It's like your dad coming home again. I'm here. I'm down here. This way.
ending. She died not knowing what Stephen actually did, so she died thinking that Stephen was part of the cause of that. It's depressing.
Ah, lovely.
So that's the end of the second chapter. We've got a couple more to go. Let's get started on the next one, and we'll see you next time.
Yes.
5 seconds.
Sorry, not like we're all waiting or anything.
I cannot control the. Can he control the walking speed?
So.
What's your opinion of the lighting effects of this? Whenever we end a chapter like this.
I think it's pretty cool actually. It's nice. I'm surprised it's working. But yeah.
It's working better than Germans, when I put it like that. What do you think it could mean? I mean, I know what it means technically. It's loading up the next area.
Oh yeah.
Technically, that's what these are for. But in terms of narrative, I think it's perhaps a way for.
It's just like a path into the next section of the story.
Maybe I don't actually know. I'm gonna keep my theories to myself actually, because until later on, because
No, you can't have them.
if I say what I think this is, it's gonna spoil it.
Okay.
Fucking hell, this path takes forever.
Well, hopefully it finishes soon. Because there's like a thing I've accidentally set up in the audio, which is destined to fail probably in about 3 minutes. So as long as you finish soon,
right, we've done it.
Oh, good.
We'll see you next time when everybody's gone to the Rapture walkthrough. When we do Frank's chapter.